Hey guys, it's me, Vix123 with some Team Combat Axe gameplay, and we're on Meltdown. I've not actually had many gameplays at all on this map, and no Combat Axe only gameplays on this map, which is strange because it is quite a good map. There's a lot of flanking routes and that kind of stuff, but it tends to be that, and you even see this in this gameplay a lot, you get people camping a lot on this map. It really promotes it with the two buildings either side. You know, so many players just love to sit in the windows either side and just be like, right, yep, got my setup, I'm good. And we're nothing like that. We're running around with knives and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy the gameplay. It's a little bit of a long one, so I've added a tiny bit of speed to it. But it was a fairly consistent game, which is strange for me. Usually I'll have like a awesome start, awesome finish. But I kept it fairly consistent. You know, I did miss some throws. That's kind of inevitable. I think a lot of the time when I'm going Combat Axe only, I kind of set my own standards too high. And yeah, okay, no, this. Oh my god. Oh my god, poor guy right there. No, I've made myself look like an idiot now. And I got Combat Axe, what is this? But no, it was about 3 hours of playing before we actually stumbled across this gameplay, because usually I'll lose my concentration after like the first half of the game or the end of the game, and I just wanted a nice consistent game, and yeah, that's what this is. So anyway, this morning I was reading in the news about robotic cars, driverless cars, and how, you know, they're getting developed at a pretty fast rate. And actually, kind of one thing that immediately surprised me was that actually the way they work. Well, I say the way they work, but the one that's being developed in the UK, the way it works is it doesn't actually use a big spinning laser on the top of the vehicle, which is what one of the automated cars that Google are developing is going to do. But the way it works is it almost learns. It has cameras on it, and basically, I'm going to quote this here. So, the car uses mathematics of probability and estimation to allow computers in the robot to interpret data from sensors like cameras and radars and potentially lasers. And then it uses machine learning techniques to build and calibrate mathematical models which can explain the robot's view of the world in terms of prior experience or training and prior knowledge. So isn't that crazy? Like, technology is learning, and really it's hard to, you know, decide how to react to that. Also, you'll notice in this gameplay I still have a sentry gun and a guardian. I forgot to take those off from previous games. Could have probably had the VSAT on this kill streak, but it doesn't matter too much. Completely dropped that guy right there. But yeah, robots learning. I mean, logically it's the next step in kind of AI, and we've all seen, you know, the films where the robots, you know, take control and they kill everyone. But I think it is kind of the next logical step that needs to be taken in terms of advancing, and you know, it's happening really fast. I think they're going to have driverless cars in the next 15 years or so, and the way the actual car they're developing at Oxford University in the UK is going to work is basically if you drive it around routes, it learns those routes from experience of having a driver, which kind of reinforces how it runs. And to be honest, most of the time when we're in cars, you know, we're travelling to the same places to work and back, to the shops and back. It's not so often that we actually go, you know, to somewhere new, and even in that event it would be fine just to drive the car yourself, but think how great that would be if we had our own cars that we could just hop in, you know, hit boom, send to work, and we just sit there. We could be on our, you know, mobile phones, whatever, you know, doing whatever we're doing, and we'll get taken along to wherever we need to get to. So it's exciting stuff, but at the same time it's a little scary, but I think we can be confident that this stuff won't come into play until it's, you know, really safe. I think the Google cars travelled something like 300,000 kilometres already with no issues, but they're putting them through rigorous testing. But I thought it's just interesting to, you know, find out about the developments in that terms of, you know, robotics, and just to think where it will lead to in the future, because, you know, will it get to a point, because really robots are replacing a lot of what we do, and is it going to end up like the film WALL-E, if you've ever seen that, where humans just become completely incapable and robots run everything? Who knows, but it's definitely an interesting insight. I mean, that's a good question for you guys to comment on in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think we should, you know, reach a point where we stop advancing robotics to make our lives easier? You know, will there be a point where people think, no, this is ridiculous, I actually want to be able to do stuff myself? You know, will it get to a point where we all just get put into a little virtual realm and machines provide whatever we need to survive while our minds are hooked up to virtual reality machines? How crazy is that? Just looking into the future. And although it sounds kind of exciting, at the same time, you can pick up the potential issues with that in the future. But that is all I wanted to discuss today. Hopefully made you do a bit of thinking. That's what I like to do, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are in the comment section, so use it. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and here we go. That is the final kill cam and the game sorted. In fact, I'm not sure my kill death ratio popped up. Oh, there it is. There we go. Right, this outro will take you to other episodes of this series. Check